Erectile dysfunction predictors in sub-Saharan Africa echoes sectional study. Our aim is to assess the extent and impact of cardiovascular risk factor in erectile dysfunction. Material and method is a cross-sectional study for analytical pupils which take place from May 1 till October 31, 2018. The study was conducted in 5 age populations, selected by consensus: footballer, diabetic patient, stroke patient, hypertension patient, old men. For the sampling, we use in this study a random sampling. First, we choose the population selected from each investigator residence location. Secondly, the footballer stadium to recruit athletes. Thirdly, we choose a nursing old home. For the data collection, before starting the data collection, we have approval from the Committee of Hospital, Nursing Old Home and Stadium Management. Our 7 investigators were selected after a test among 20 doctors. Previously, they were trained on the collection technique to measure erectile dysfunction by the use of Index of Erectile Dysfunction 5 Questionnaire. Data processing and analysis after collection. First, we have a first data quality check who was conducted in the field to ensure the completeness, reliability of the data. A second check of coherence of the answer was carried out to make correction to some inconsistencies observed in order to guarantee validity of the result. Person Q-score test and Fisher exact test was used to compare the proportion. Student test was used to compare average from normally distributed data. Logistic regression was used to investigate the determinant of erectile dysfunction by uni and multivariate analysis with calculation of odds ratio. Our result: the mean age of the respondent was 559, range 18-70 years. The evaluation indicates those with morbidity and those without no morbidity. The difference was statistically significant, p less than 0.001. In the medical history of the patient, excluding stroke patients who were in equal proportion to those without stroke, p 0.05. The other parameters were different, p less than 0.05. In the correlation analysis, the index of erectile function 5 score was negatively and linearly correlated with age, with a correlation of 0.8. The body mass index was significantly and negatively associated with the score of erectile function, or 0.006. The waist circumference was significantly and negatively associated with erectile function score, despite the statistical significance. This correlation was strong, or 0.5. In the multiple linear correlation, the age of the respondent and the body mass index had emerged as the major linear and negative determinant of the index of erectile function 5 score. In bivariate analysis of the morphological characteristics of the respondent, we did note a risk of erectile dysfunction with all these variables. Sociodemographic characteristics according to erectile dysfunction. In bivariate analysis, the incidence of erectile dysfunction in the age group of 40 and 60 years and greater than 60 years was 67% and 94% respectively, compared to 40% among respondents of less than 40 years, p less than 0.05. The analysis of factors associated with erectile function was age greater than 60 years, odds ratio 9.87, diabetes mellitus odds ratio 2.90, and stroke odds ratio 2.1 with p 0.012 were the independent risk factors associated with erectile dysfunction in this population. Interpretation of our result. Age, body mass index, and waist circumference, as well as diabetes mellitus, arterial hypertension, and stroke are related to erectile dysfunction. Conclusion: age, body mass index, waist circumference, diabetes mellitus and stroke, and high blood pressure are all contributing factors to the risk of erectile dysfunction. Thank you.